Hello everybody, welcome to judycentral.com online classes for law exams. So today I will be discussing with you the solved question paper of Haryana Judiciary preliminary exam of the year 2011. So as all of you know, the only 3 days left for your examination and only less time is left for your preparation. So it will be wise to revise the previous year question paper, because in all throughout the sessions I have observed one thing, that the questions are very repetitive in nature. So if you prepare or go through the question paper of the previous 5 years, then it will be sufficient enough for your preparation. And apart from that, you can also go through with the latest judgments and case laws, and also other areas of the subjects which are not covered through the questions. So let us start. Question number 1. The directive principles of state policies embodied in chapter 4 of the Constitution were derived as from option number A, the Constitution of Ireland. Question number 2. State which of the following statement is correct. This option number B, preamble is part of the Constitution and it relates to its basic structure. Then question number question number 3. State which of the following statement is correct. Option number B, no person can waive his fundamental right under the Indian Constitution as their sacrosanct and no individual can tinker with them. Then question number 4, the right to equality means that no person is above law. To this rule, certain exceptions are recognized. State which of the following come under the exception. So it is actually option number A of the President of India. So right to equality, discrimination can also be done, and the right to equality has an exception on the grounds of discrimination, and the President of India is the best example of that, as he is immune from this right to equality. Question number 13. While a proclamation of emergency is in operation, the state government, option number C, can legislate on the subject in state list. Then question number 14. What cannot be done directly cannot be done indirectly. This statement epitomizes the doctrine of option number D, colorable legislation. Then question number 15. Residuary powers are vested in option number C, Parliament, given under Article 248 of Constitution of India. 16. Who said that the Supreme Court in India has the highest powers which no other court in the world possesses? This is option number D, Alladi Krishnaswamy. Question number 17. The Constitution of India is option number D, partly federal and partly unitary. Question number 18. Who amongst the following is not a public officer within the meaning of section 2 clause 17 of CPC? So this is actually option number C, Sarpanch of a Gram Panchayat. So Sarpanch of a Gram Panchayat is not a public officer as defined under section 2 clause 17 of the CPC. 19. Give response to statement equality before law under Article 14 of the Constitution is with reference to laws enacted by legislature, executive and order. That means if your fundamental right is violated, then those rights can be enforced against the legislature and the executive orders. Question number 22. A change of nature of obligation of a contract is known as option number C, alteration. 21. Indira Sahni versus Union of India is a case popularly known as Mandal Commission or Mandal Judgment, option number B. 22. The advisory opinion tendered by the Supreme Court, option number B, is not binding on the President. Question number 23. Who among the following states which one sends the highest number of members to Lok Sabha? So the correct option is option number C, Bihar, which sends 33 members to the parliament, and the highest number of members sent by Uttar Pradesh, which sent a total number of 63 members to the parliament. Question number 24. A contract which is formed without the free consent of the parties is option number D, voidable at the instance of the party whose consent was not free. Then question number 25. Which of the following legal pleas need not be pleaded? This is option number D, none of the above. because all of the legal pleas can be pleaded estoppel, limitation and res judicata. Question number 26. At present, the Vice President of India, is Mr. Venkaiah Naidu. 27. The smallest military outfit is called option number C section. 28. India's largest and most sophisticated indigenously built warship, which was commissioned in 1994 to 1995, is option number A, INS Delhi. 29. The Battle of Longewala took place in the year. So it took place in the year 1971. So this is the first, not actually battle, but it is military engagement in the western part of the country between India and Pakistan, and it happened during the Pakistan War of 1971. 30. The national anthem was first sung at the session of the Indian National Congress in 1911. This is option number C, Calcutta. 31. Goodwill of a partnership business is a property of the partnership and it is given under section 14 of Partnership Act. Question number 32. The state with the highest population density in India is option number B, West Bengal. Question number 33. The Indian state with the highest female sex ratio is option number D, Kerala. Question number 34. The first recipient of the Bharat Ratna after it was revived in 1980 was option number B, Mother Teresa. 35. Compulsory dissolution of a firm has been provided under option number B, section 41 of the Act. Then question number 36. An act done by a partner on behalf of the firm beyond the implied authority is option number C, either A or B, can be ratified expressly or can be ratified impliedly by conduct. Question number 37. After dismissal of a complaint under section 203, a fresh similar complaint on the same facts, option number B, is not banned but will be entertained only in exceptional circumstances. Question number 38. A new person can be introduced into a firm as a partner under section 31 of the Act by option number A, unanimous consent of all the partners. Then 39. Complaint may relate to option number C, both A and B are correct, a cognizable offence and a non-cognizable offence. So complaint, criminal complaint can be filed in both of the kinds of offence. Question number 40. If the person who is competent to compound offence is dead, the compounding under section 320 of CRPC can be done by the legal representative of the deceased only with the permission of the court, option number C. 41. In bailable offence, option number C, no condition can be imposed while granting bail by the police officer or by the court. Question number 42. In case when an inquiry, trial or other proceedings have been conducted in a wrong place, so in that case option number B, the inquiry, trial or other proceedings cannot be set aside as void unless it has occasioned in failure of justice. So I hope you understood. So under by virtue of section 462 of CRPC, suppose if the trial is conducted and concluded at a place concluded in a court which doesn't have the jurisdiction, only on that ground the entire trial or the judgment cannot be set aside unless it is shown that there is a failure of justice. Question number 43. In computing the period of limitation, the time during which option number C, both and B, the accused avoided arrest by absconding has to be excluded, and B, the accused remained absent from India has to be excluded. Question number 44. Irregularities which do not vitiate trial have been stated in option number A, section 460 of CRPC. 45. Objection as to the lack of territorial jurisdiction of the criminal court, option number A, can be taken before or at the time of commencement of the trial. Question number 46. Power to recall any witnesses under section 311 of CRPC can be exercised. So it can be exercised even after the evidence of both the sides is proved. So under section 311, the witnesses can be summoned or can be recalled even after their examination is done. Question number 47. Words competent jurisdiction under section 39 of CPC refers to option number C, pecuniary and territorial jurisdiction of the transferee court. 48. Under section 428 of CRPC provides for concession to the effect that period of detention undergone by accused be set off. Option number A, against the substantive period of imprisonment awarded. Question number 49. Under section 167 of CRPC, the magistrate can authorize the detention for a total period of 90 days during investigation in cases of offence punishable D, all of the above, with death, with imprisonment for life, with imprisonment for a term not less than 10 years. Then question number 50. Under section 216 of CRPC, the court has the power to add to and alter the charge both. Question number 51. Under Order 6, Rule 17 of CPC, an application for amendment of pleadings can be allowed option number A before the commencement of trial. Question number 52. Under Section 315 of CRPC, option number C, an accused can be called as a witness only on his own request in writing. Question number 53. Under Section 429 of CRPC, the jurisdiction to cancel the bail vests with option number D, both A and B, the Court of Sessions and the High Court. Question number 54. With reference to crime response, the following option number 8 is a state law. 55. Actus reus includes option number D, both A and C, positive, that means intentional doing, as well as negative intentional non-doing, that is commission or acts, and C, external bodily as well as internal mind act. So both these conduct constitute actus reus. Question number 56. Section 34 of IPC is actually a rule of evidence, option number B. 57. Preparation and attempt at 2 stages of commission of crime. Preparation is not a punishable generally, but attempt is. One basic reason as to why preparation is not punishable is that there, option number B, can be chances of change of mind before commission of offence. Then question number 58. Illegal signifies, it signifies all of the above, everything which is an offence, everything which is prohibited by law, and C, everything which furnishes ground for civil action. Then question number 59. How many types of punishments have been prescribed under the Indian Penal Code? This is actually option number C. There are 5 kinds of punishment. Death penalty, life imprisonment, imprisonment which is rigorous and simple, forfeiture of property, and fine. So there are total number of 5 kinds of punishments given under section 53 of IPC. Then question number 60. Second appeal under section 100 of CPC lies option number B, only on substantial questions of law. Question number 61. The maxim ignorantia juris non excusat means ignorance of law is no excuse. Then 62. Section 76 and 79 of IPC provide the general exception of mistake of fact. So both these sections actually provide for mistake of fact. Then question number 63. A hangman who hangs the prisoners pursuant to the order of the court is exempt from criminal liability by virtue of option number D, section 78 of IPC. Question number 64. A with the intention to kill shoots, aim at B, instead C gets killed. The principle for holding A liable is known as option number B, the doctrine of transferred malice. Question number 65. The right to private defense is based on the natural instinct of option number A, self-preservation. 66. Section 511 doesn't apply in the case of option number B, attempt of murder. 67. The of essence of sedition is option number D, both intention and result. Then question number 68. A mental pain is option number A, also covered under the offence of simple hurt. Question number 69. Under Indian Penal Code, there can be abatement to option number C, both A and B, a person of unsound mind and an infant. Question number 70. In which of the following cases the punishment must be simple? So this is all of the above. Disobedience by an order duly promulgated by a public servant, wrongful restraint, and refusing to take oath. And it is given under section 178, 188 and 341 of IPC. 71. Fight under section 159 of IPC signifies option number A, 2 opposite parties actively involved. Question number 72. A misconduct in public by a drunken person is option number B, annoyance. 73. Which of the following is defamation? This option number D, all of the above. X says Y is an honest man. He never stole Z's watch, intending to cause it to be believed that Y did steal Z's watch. X is asked who stole Z's watch. X points to Y, and X draws a picture of Y running away with Z's watch. So all this illustration has been taken from section 499 of IPC, which deals with defamation. Then question number 74. Assault can be caused by option number C, both A and B, gestures and preparations. Question number 75. Trespass being made in a surreptitious manner. Concealment is called option number C, lurking house trespass, and the provision is given under section 443 of IPC. 76. The word takes in section 361 of IPC signifies physical taking. So it only signifies 361 deals with kidnapping, and it only signifies physical taking. It doesn't require any mental element. Question number 77. The expression harm is used in section 81 of the Indian Penal Code in the sense of injury or damage. Option number B. 78. Which one of the following is not a public servant? This option number D. Secretary of a cooperative society. 79. The causing of death of child in the mother's womb is not homicide under option number C, both English and Indian law. And this has been given under explanation 3 of section 299 of IPC. 80. The difference between section 34 and section 149 of IPC is option number C, that section 34 requires active participation in action, whereas section 149 requires mere passive membership of the unlawful assembly. Then 81. A confession made by a person while in police custody is inadmissible under option number B, section 26 of Evidence Act. Question number 82. A co-defendant in a case, option number C, can be cross-examined by another co-defendant when their interest is adverse to each other. 83. A dying declaration, option number A, can form the sole basis of conviction without any corroboration by independent evidence. Question number 84. A husband or wife is permitted to disclose any communication between them during marriage. Option number D, all of the above. In civil proceedings between the parties, in criminal proceedings between the parties, in matrimonial proceedings between the parties. Then question number 85. Admissions. Admissions, option number B, are not conclusive proof of the matters admitted, but it operates as estoppel. And this is given under section 17 of CPC. Question number 86. Alibi is governed by option number D, section 11 of Evidence Act. Then question number 87. Burden of introducing evidence under section 102 of Evidence Act, option number C, actually constantly shifts. Then question number 88. Burden of proof is lightened by the all of the above, like presumptions, admissions and estoppels. 89. Contents of a document under section 59 of the Evidence Act, it actually cannot be proved by oral evidence. So section 59 states that all facts except the contents of document or electronic records may be proved by oral evidence. Question number 90. Estoppel. Estoppel is option number D. Neither A nor B nor C is correct. Is a cause of action itself, it's not true. Creates a cause of action, it is also not true. Both A and B are correct. Both of the options are not true. So these are reason why C is also not correct. And option number D, it is actually neither A nor B nor C. Then question number 91. In criminal trials, the accused has to establish his plea of mitigation or justification of an offence. So it has to be prima facie. Question number 92. Necessity rule as to the admissibility of evidence is applicable when the maker of a statement is option number D, all of the above, is dead or has become incapable of giving evidence, is a person who can be found but his attendance cannot be procured without unreasonable delay or expenses, or is a person who cannot be found. Option number C, all D, all of the above. Then question 93. Re-examination of a witness is option number D, all of the above. Can be for the purposes of filing what is left over in examination in chief. Then can be for the purposes of explaining the matters referred to in cross-examination, and can be for the purposes of explaining the matters referred to in examination in chief. So in all the for all the circumstances, re-examination of a witness is permitted. Then question number 94. Under section 105 of Evidence Act, it applies to option number A, criminal trials. Then question number 95. Testimony of an accomplice before it is accepted and acted upon, it option number C, need not be corroborated. Then given under section 133 of CRPC. Then 96. The term character as explained in section 55 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 means option number B, reputation and disposition of general nature. Question number 97. Under the law of evidence as a general rule, option number C, opinion on a matter of fact and law, both are relevant. Question number 98. A post-marriage agreement to live separately in future is option number A, void. 99. After the passing of a decree for judicial separation, cohabitation is not obligatory. Option number B. Question number 100. Degree of prohibited relationship include relationship by all of the above, like option number A, of full blood, option number B, half or uterine blood, and option number C, adoption. Question number 101. Insanity is a ground for option number D, all of the above, getting the marriage annulled as voidable, B, judicial separation, C, divorce. 102. Remedy of restitution of conjugal right is aimed at. So the main idea of the restitution of conjugal rights, or the main purpose of the restitution of conjugal right, is to preserve the marriage. Then question number 103, under Muslim law, the only natural guardian is father. Question number 104, the renunciation of Islam by a married Muslim woman on her conversion to a faith other than Islam, option number A, shall not by itself dissolve the marriage. Question number 105, mother's right to have the custody of a minor child is known as hizanat, not hizamat as it is given in the option. Question number 106, a decision on issue of law, option number C, may or may not operate as res judicata. Question number 107, a defendant under order 5 rule 1 clause 1 sub-rule 1 of CPC is required to appear, answer the claim and to file the written statement. So in this case, it has to be within 30 days from the date of service of summons. Question number 108, party filing affidavit in reply to interrogatories is option number C, can neither cross-examine nor reduce any evidence to contradict it as it is a conclusive proof. Question number 109, a person arrested and detained in civil imprisonment in execution can be released, option number D, both A and B of a decree, on payment of the outstanding amount and on the selling of on the ground of illness of self. Question number 110, a plaint can be rejected. So a plaint can be rejected. This is option number C under order 7 rule 11 of CPC. So order 7 rule 11 of CPC deals with rejection of a plaint. Then question number 111, a suit filed on behalf of a minor can be, option number C, withdrawn only with the leave of the court. Question number 112, a witness who has already been examined can be recalled under order 18 rule 17 of CPC, option number C, by the court. Question number 113, after dismissal of suit under order 9 rule 8 of CPC, a fresh suit on the same cause of action under order 9 rule 9 of CPC is barred. So order 9 rule 8 of CPC deals with dismissal of default. Suppose if the plaintiff fails to turn up, then the suit can be decided ex parte, and if it is decided, then then on the same cause of action another suit is barred. Then question number 114, an executing court can go behind the decree where none of the above. The decree has been passed without jurisdiction, pecuniary, territorial or subject matter not true. The decree is a nullity having been passed against a dead person without bringing his legal representative on the record. This is not true, but the decree is ambiguous. So the powers are actually given to the executing court under section 47. Then question number 115, compromise under order 23 rule 3 of CPC must be in writing and signed by the parties, option number A. 116, for the application of the principle of res sub judice, which of the following is essential? The correct option is, this question is actually wrong because all of the options are true regarding res sub judice, like suits between the same parties or litigating under the same title, this is true. The two suits must be pending disposal in a court, and then C, the matters in issue in the two suits must be directly and substantially the same. So all the options are the essentials of res sub judice. Question number 117, if a document which ought to be produced in the court along with the pleadings is not produced under order 7 rule 14 rule 3 sub rule 3 of the CPC and the hearing of the suit, then the same shall not be received in evidence on behalf of the plaintiff. Then question number 118, inherent powers under section 151 of CPC are, option number C, both A and B, discretionary in nature in addition to the power conferred under the other provision of the code. Then question number 119, legal representative under section 2 clause 11 of CPC means a person who is, option number C, who will law represent the estates of the deceased. 120, lodging of caveat under section 148A of CPC, option number A, entitled seek caveat or to receive notice of the application. Question number 121, on default in filing of written statement under order 8, pronouncement of judgment is, option number B, discretionary. 122, parties by their consent or agreement, option number C, can oust the jurisdiction of one of the courts when there are two simultaneously having jurisdiction in law. So in that case, the parties can have an agreement and can oust the jurisdiction of one of the courts. Question number 123. Provision of section 10 of CPC or option number B mandatory. I hope you understand section 10 deals with res sub judice. Question number 124. Provisions of section 80 of CPC are binding on all of the above. The court of a civil judge, the court of a district judge, the high court. So section 80 actually says that suppose if if a petition is against the government, then a notice has to be given, and further and after the notice, a 2 months time shall be given for the government to reply. Question number, and before that no suit can be filed. Then question number 125. A review is maintainable. Option number C, both A and B. When an appeal is provided but no appeal is preferred, and B, when no appeal is provided given under section 115 of CPC. So this is the session for today, and I hope you all have liked it. Do not forget to give a like, share and subscribe to the channel. So till we meet the next time, thank you and have a nice day.